moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
What's up, guys? I'm Kiran Nujibal, aka Shay Slayer. Joining me is Nikhil SK. SK, please, for the GamerConnect PUBG LITE Streamer Invitational. It's gonna be crazy, man. We have 5 gaming cafes and we have 10 streamers joining us here today. We can walk through that list. It's gonna be 5 cafes. We have LXG, we have Circle Gaming, we have Kryptonite, we have Zone Cafe, and we have Rotty's Den.
And we have a bunch of streamers as well, right?
Yeah, we have a bunch of streamers. We have Nerd Gaming, we have Meow16K, we have Global Esports, Roddy, Danny S, Dynamic, Wallflower, Paradox, Steve's dad, as well as Sir 10 Gaming.
Yep.
Rounding up that lineup, I expect this 6-map series to be absolutely amazing. We will be playing first 3 maps on Erangel, and we will be moving on to 3 maps on Miramar to close things out to see who will be the streamer champion here today. Should be a moment's time before we jump into the first map. What are your expectations from the series today?
Some big names in the lobby and 15 full stack teams, almost full stack teams. I think one team is missing a player, but I'm excited. I mean, it's been a while since we saw some PUBG LITE action. We did this long back when they were launching, and we did a bunch of streamer games. But I think now, over the course of time, has changed. The observer is much better. That's what we noticed in the test. So I'm waiting to see what these guys have in store for us. Because, as you know,
and PUBG LITE has been over the rise over the last few months, and a lot of quality of life updates coming out as well. And we've pretty much caught up to where the PUBG PC is also right now.
I think there are about 2 updates maybe behind, but the one thing I noticed is, at least now in the afternoon before we played a bunch of games, not many bots, right? Compared to when we used to play PUBG LITE when it started, when there was like crazy amount of bots. But now I'm happy to see a lot of players, happy to take a lot of damage now, because before it used to be a complete stomp. But this game, however, is 15.
Yeah, there are no bots this time around. 15 deck squads out there, and I'm pretty excited to see who's going to take
Yeah,
away
because
the title here today.
Erangel definitely the most comfortable
Yeah.
map. I think Miramar is going to be all over the place, but
Yeah,
Erangel has a lot of teams. They know what they're doing. A lot of these guys play PUBG PC as well,
Yeah.
so they can kind of adopt those strategies into this game.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping to see what these guys are up to. Are they going to go for drops? Are they going to hot drop each other? I'm excited to see how the PUBG LITE side of things is.
Yeah.
So yeah, hoping to have some fun games. So
Yeah, and I also know for a fact that certain players, especially like Steve's dad, loves to play a lot of TPP. And
Yeah.
this is going to be a FPP tournament, so some of these streamers and players are going to have to adjust
Yes.
on the go as well to playing FPP. The way you approach the game is also something a little different than what you do in TPP. So with that, we will be back in just a bit with map number 1
Yeah.
of the GamerConnect PUBG Lite Streamer Invitational.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Alright, welcome back everybody to the GamerConnect PUBG Lite Streamer Invitational. I'm Shay Slayer. Joining me back again is SK, please. SK, how's the map looking like?
I am very disappointed, Shay, because nobody went Pochinki. Like, everyone just said, you know what?
I mean, at least for the memes, right?
Yeah, they just left, not a single team towards Pochinki, but the map, bang in the middle, all the way from Primos to Severny, which means GE is still going to do their Stalbo strategy even on Lite.
Yeah.
And a lot of teams moving to the eastern. So I'm guessing the first point of action for us is going to be possibly Yasnaya.
Yasnaya. Looks like there's at least 2 to 3 squads heading in that direction.
4 squads. I see 4 different colors. I see a whole lot of parachutes. Yasnaya is going to be based for the first set of fights. Split Anurag, Megamind, Dynamic Jar, Woofy Guy, Ninja, Wallflower, Meow 16K, Kinzu. That's almost 5 teams here at Yasnaya, and everyone's landing apartments. Ninja, the only person, and Mamba SR and Badman G. Let's keep an eye out on Mamba SR. He's got the pistol in hand. He's chasing down a Wild Engineer and he takes him out. There we go.
Takes him out. There's a player inside as well. And he's just going to vault out. No guns available. And Mamba SR does draw first blood. And they're all just scrambling for some weapons here, SK.
Yep, he's got the Thompson in hand now. Dynamic Jad already losing 1 player from his team. Good push from Mamba SR. I mean, usually you don't get that confidence to push from a pistol, but this guy's like, you know what? I saw him just empty-handed. I'm going to run him down. Chased him all the way 2 floors up, and then
there's actually a lot of players around that area. There's, in fact, the entire squad from squad number 13, that is Paddocks, as well as I see 3 players from DJ. Of course, they did lose one of their players pretty early, but seems like they've managed to recover pretty well. They've all got guns. Need to find some armor though.
But they got like a nice pincer move going, but it seems as though Meow is going to move away with Britzy towards the northern side. Team number 3, Kinzu, Panther, and RRG7. Did they lose a player or?
Which squad is that? Squad number 3,
which is Kryptonite, I think. Yeah. So
they might have.
What's happening?
Looks like they might have lost, and we still see some shots fired. I see Last Ninja having taken a knock here up at Yasnaya. There is, of course, Me Gaming 07, who's going to come in for the res. No one really pushing the case here. It's pretty much inside the building. Way too early to go for that early aggression.
Oh my god, it seems as though Just Fire is all the way in the northern side of the map. There we go. This is what the map looks like right now. Central has literally no one. School, apartments, Rozok, Pochinki, Ruins, 0 teams. We have Rotti's team all the way out in Lipovka, and guess what? Mythomad and Steve's dad are also driving towards Lipovka. Now, is this going to be a bunch of free kills for Rotti? We will find out in just a moment. Yasnaya has about 5 teams scattered. Then we have Danny S's team split in 2-2 in North George and South George, and we have team number 2, which is Circle Gaming at the containers. Then we got Nerd Gaming, God at War. These guys are super happy looting Gatka and the rest of it. South of the map, however, we have Certain Gaming and Primosk, your LXG boys.
Yeah, that's their favorite go-to spot.
But here's the thing, right? If they don't get enough vehicles, or they might end up getting 1 vehicle, which means you're going to sit in 1 vehicle and rotate all the way to the middle. So you might get caught off by Certain, you might get caught off by Nerd Gaming. But if you get a free pass to Pochinki, I don't see any problem. Then we have Rotti's Den, who's looting up Milta right now. This is a good rotation here. Team number 4, which is Zone Cafe. They already have vehicles, which means they can rotate much faster than the rest of the guys. Oops, my bad on the click. But yeah, they do have vehicles. They're fairly looted up. I see first aids. I see Rolnut. Oh, never mind. Kits has got an M4 with a lot of, or a Butin with a lot of bullets. Kits V3, Rhina Sniper just has 3 first aids on him. And in the distance, Woo Monster, there we go. That's the thing I was talking about in Lipovka. We can jump to that battle in just a second after it renders. They drove straight into Rotti's team, and seems as though Rotti
he's going to go in for the push. He has on the side, and he's going to land 2 bullets in instant knockout. But there's a player outside. Mythomad finds him. And is that the squad wipe?
I don't think it's a squad wipe. It was just 2 people from Rotti's team. So unfortunately, number game definitely played the advantage there. So they're going to get a quick rest. They're going to lose
Oh, wow.
one man, but get two in return,
But
which I think is still a win-win.
And those are two price kills on the Wu Monster as well as Roddy. And it's going to be something, Squad 14, Steve's dad is going to be pretty proud of. I talked about this earlier as well. These are players who are used to playing very frequently on TPP. And FPP, they just come in, find two huge kills. They're going to be pretty pleased with that and should fill them with a lot of confidence as well moving ahead into the rest of the match. We switch over to the other screen. We have Just Fire taking in shots at Grimo, but I don't think that's a wise decision, especially peaking for like a good 5 seconds there.
Yeah, both of them kind of, what do you say, exchange headshots. If you look at the top right of the screen, Grimo is healing up as well, but Just Fire's got the medkit on him. Grimo now is possibly going to get back up. Are they going to push Just Fire is the real question. I'm going to keep an eye out on him because he seems to be the guy who's closest to GE at the moment. But he's he's got decent loot. Just 20 bandages on him and that one medkit that he ended up using. But is GE going to take the fight to him?
And over here, back up at Yasnaya, we did have some shots fired from squad number 13. That's Paddocks up against Meow 16K. They did manage to drop one of the players. I think it was Britzy there who manages to get the full heal off. But again, with a third and a fourth squad also here, it's kind of discouraging some of these players from going in for that push on that initial knock. And they don't really, I think there's a squad in the far perimeter as well. That's squad number 12, I see, who's also raining in some shots, keeping these two guys a little more on the passive side. While
I think the rest of the map is fairly
it's going to be
quiet.
fairly slow. They're pretty much well spread out. Yasnaya, for a change, is going to see a lot of action early on, and we do see the push eventually come through. The entirety of squad number 13 pushing in on Meow 16K. They only are too strong right here. Gaming leading the charge. Do they have any sort of utility here? I don't believe they do. They're just going to have to wing it and run inside. And Britzy up in the corner just going to get shot. They all charge in one by one. They will manage to find 2 knocks though, but that was pretty much it. And they should be able to get the full flushes out. The 2 remaining teammates of theirs, Mamba SR and Badman GE, are nowhere close. They're a good 3 compounds apart.
That would have been a very good 4v4 for GE there, or for Meow 16K, because these two guys could have actually saved them, because they got 2 for 2 knocks, which is a fair trade, but 4 versus 2, a tall task for anyone to ask for, especially in LITE as well. You have, and now we see Batman G as well getting shot.
He does take a small tag. Ooh, Mamba SR gets tagged down to close to 60% health, but I think they're pretty much in the distance right now, should be able to rotate out of Yasnaya. But like you said, very surprising, especially since they did not have the utility during that push. Paddocks could have easily been punished. They all made their way through the choke. They get 2 knocks in, easily traded. They could have even picked the 2 players up. But with that, we do have the blue zone coming in.
I think Meow could have had a better crossfire. They both were in the same side of the room. Maybe one on opposite side would have helped them. But it's a tiny 2-story house, not much you can play off. And a couple of nades or smoke, something on their defensive side would have helped, but it seems they're going to get taken down. Now Wallflower, I think, is knocked. Is that from a fall or is that from a... Yeah, I think...
Alright, moving over, we have SR10 actually driving straight up next to one of the players from Team LXG. I think it's Flash God, who stopped his vehicle, took a few shots up at SR10. And now they're aware of their position. Yeah, they're not the whole squad. And Flash was on a scouting mission right there. Immediately gets into the vehicle. He knew, there is no way he's going to go ahead and take that fight. He's just going to fall back and join up with the rest of his teammate and probably find another angle back into the zone.
RVX Forest happened to find the remaining members of Meow 16K squad who actually got away in the vehicle. We missed that, but that was a beautiful spray here coming in from Slim Slam and RVX Forest. Knocked both of them out. I think, they were in a vehicle if I'm not mistaken. Oh, there we go. It's a buggy. You know what they say about buggies, right? And it's a short shot there. Just look at this thing. You have 2 people spraying barrels at you or an AK at you. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you're
just way too exposed, right? And also considering the fact that Mamba as well as Batman, they couldn't really loot for too long.
Okay, wait. Is this? Oh, this is probably a bug.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's a spectator bug because I see.
I mean, we did.
I see multiple people.
We did see that earlier as well.
I see dead people. Like, what's going on at the bottom of the map? Let's ignore that. We have Forest and Slim Slam, the remaining members.
Yes.
Of Rotties.
Who also lost 2 players
Also
on
lost
their
2 players.
side. So it was the battle of the 2 bruised squads.
Yeah, but I didn't understand that rotation, right? So, because the players from GE actually left from Yasnaya, but why did they go towards Mansion and Prison? Were they trying to play the edge? If you look at this, like if you look at the map right now, it's basically towards the edge. They could have just gone straight down. They could have gone to Aparts or anywhere. They kind of drove towards the eastern side and then planned on going in, which, I don't know, questionable.
And of course, we're gonna have Circle Gaming all the way up at Georgiopol containers. The thing with Georgiopol containers in PUBG Lite is there's a lot of loot, a lot better than what I think I'd say in what you get in PUBG PC. So pretty much where on your pugs you see 80% of your server drop. Lucky for them, they managed to get the entirety to themselves. In fact, I was having a chat with the LXG squad yesterday and they were thinking, hey, we should probably go Georgiopol as well. But the beauty of having a 6-map tournament is the fact that you get to use the first map just for information. You know exactly where your opponents are dropping and you can readjust your strategy and pretty much use one entire map just to learn how your squads, your opponents are playing and reacting.
Oh yeah, there we go. GE now trying to adjust that rotation, possibly go towards the 2 compounds in the middle. Now we still have these teams in Yasnaya that are in. Wallflower and Co, however, have left Yasnaya, gone towards the eastern side. But they also have Mythomite really close by. Is Mythomite going to use the road? Nope. They are gonna... Actually, they're good. That was a smarter rotation. I would have taken the road and possibly died there. We see LXG now coming in hot from the south side of the map. I think Nerd Gaming as well towards Ruin. So Rozok is still free for the taking. Certain... My man, 4 people in 1 car. I'm not really sure about that. Ratchet's Live now going towards, I think, the watchtower up near Rozok, trying to scout out the map for themselves. We see Rongpa and Co. This is Rotty's Den Cafe trying to do the rotation from the south side. So there's majority of teams towards the south. Oh, LXG.
Yeah, they're coming very close to Danny S.
Possibly driving towards Danny S.
Yeah, they have no idea though. I'm guessing they just want to get themselves to a central position inside the circle early on.
Oh man, this
but
is dangerous.
That is the only compound that is there.
This is dangerous because you know what? Aeon is actually outside the circle. There we go. Flash guard. He sees them. Spray's coming in. Ooh. Beautiful spray. Gets 2 of them out. Danny S is gonna score these 2 kills. Easy picking for them. The rest of the LXG guys, however, are actually going to take the fight. They're going to get off their vehicles, dismount.
Shubgod did park his buggy there for a second. A couple of taps with the AK, but I don't think they're going to take this fight full on. They've already lost 2 of their teammates, and it would pretty much be a slaughter if they walked into that compound defense that Danny S and squad were holding, and you immediately see the rotate out towards the western side. They don't want any part of this right now.
Okay, again, team number 3, Justfire, is playing solo, seems like, separated from his team that's in Yasnaya. I don't think any more engagements are going to happen unless Nerd Gaming, they're trying to rotate to the middle as well. Nah, I don't think nothing's going to happen. This is still a very central circle. And if it moves further north, then you're going to see all these eastern teams have trouble. But for now, I think majority of guys are safe. Yeah. Red zone, something we haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah, we don't get to see that a lot in PC competitive, but it is early stages for LITE. And it does change things up a bit, add a little bit of RNG as well, especially for some of these newer squads who are going to be playing up in this tournament. We see Ratch is live. They're just about at the
they're bridge
edge.
Camping.
Yeah, they're just about
they're
at
basically bridge camping. If you look at this view right now, they're basically bridge camping. They're waiting for someone to come there because the moment a vehicle even touches that bridge, these guys are going to open fire, 4-man strong, and it's going to destroy people. But however, GE is really close by as well. GE's got a very central compound. There's a flare, if I'm not mistaken. Is that from your LXG boys? I think it is. So flare's been dropped, but was there any special packages? No. There was no special packages available, but I am a little excited to see what that drop is going to be. I think it was from the side of LXG.
Yeah, it is. It was the 2 remaining players there.
Oh, but team number 2 has heard the flare and they're also rushing towards it. Where is this flare going to be? Are we even going to get a flare? That's something to look out for. All right, team number 2 now. Kind of trying to go towards that compound, but they are going to move away. So Shubh and Dora are going to be safe for now. It's a 2-man squad. I think there's 2 2-man squads, and the other 2-man squad is actually getting shot at.
Yeah, there was also some shots fired up by
the
Kinzu.
remainder. Look at this though. This is sort of fate if you think about it, because it is Steve's dad and co firing back at the remaining members of Rotties, who ended up taking their 1 man, and they returned with the two frags from Rotty's side. Now RVX Forest here. Let's see how much space he has to work with. Oh, it gets a defensive smoke. He's got 6 first aids. I would have used the medkit if I were you.
Nerd Gaming also taking up some shots up against Paddocks here. They're, of course, on opposite sides. It's a long range fight going on right there.
That's a drop in front of them.
Yeah, that's a drop in front of them. So I'm guessing they were alerted to checking out the drop, and then they realized, hey, there's squad number 13 in around that area as well. Not sure if anyone's picked that up just yet, though. Ninja is going to take it a little bit, wee bit slow. Just clear out the opportunity. Oh, 2 players up. Far side peeking in from the edge of the rock there. Couple of shots fired by Ninja towards that direction with that mini. It's going to force them back into cover. And I think most of these squads are just going to hold their current positions, wait it out to see where the next zone's shifting. This is, again, something, you were there when we discussed this up at GC Kolkata as well. The yin-yang, when you do have the river straight down the middle, and looks like we're going to have that here in map number 1. So does look like it's going to be a north shift though.
Oh my god, that is such a hard shift for all these teams. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 teams. 12 out of 14 teams.
That is rough.
Out of the zone.
We are probably going to get to see some
thing
swimmers as well.
Here's the thing, right, with this circle.
Alright, a move back over. Squad number 12 actually has gotten one of their players knocked in. Wallflower's taken decent damage as well with the res.
Oh, Radioactive gets tagged there by RRG7. Is going to end up healing Panther, spotting out all the K9s in action. And guess what? Just Fire is still playing solo. He has no clue whatsoever. There we go, RRG7 again getting another knock. Beautiful shots coming in from this guy here with that K9.
Yeah, they're just sitting ducks there. They have absolutely no smoke for cover.
There we go, gets another knock on Hinokami. That's a 3rd knock, okay.
They flush out Wallflower as well, and now they're going to charge in. It's just Mystic Ignite right here.
What if the red zone kills all of these guys? Or the red zone just gets over, so.
Just about. But I think he should be able to get the res off on the second player as well before RRG does come in range.
Oh, the nade is going to bounce back at RRG7.
This next nade though is going to be crucial. There's shots being fired, Mystic Ignites. Oh, he'll get shot.
There we go, Just Fire. Oh, Just Fire is actually taking another fight of his own. He ends up taking down 2 members of
squad number 5, I think. Wait.
Oh, so there you go. That was the vehicle. Do you see the 3-man, 3-seater bike down there running away from Just Fire? So he took down 2 members of Rotty's den. And now I think he is going to go for that drop. Split Anurag there in the distance. Papi AMF is going to find Nerd Gaming.
If we can switch over, we have Real Nut just charging through. We'll get the full flush shot, and he spotted out Forest, who's blown up 6 HP. Wins that 1v2 duel, and squad number 4 Zone gonna find themselves some nice couple of frags. 2 more points added into the bag. As okay, we do have squad number 3 Just Fire coming in for the drop. I think that was already looted up, and I don't think he's aware of the number of bodies that are ahead of him.
Oh, it was an AWM. He has an AWM on him. Look at that. Big green gun. Alright, Just Fire is safe again. Colossus start. Oh wait, there was a big fight right here. I missed that. Danny S and team wipe out the Rotty's Den's remaining members, Colossus, Strata and Raven. So Danny S coming in huge there. They got 2 knocks. I completely missed that because I was tunneling on the AWM. But however, look at this though. Nerd Gaming versus GE. The whole 4-on-4. Or is that 4-on-3? It's 4-on-3.
It's 4-on-3. They did have only 3 players in the server.
Let's keep an eye out on Grimo. I'm actually surprised to see Grimo with a different gun other than a Kar 98. He's got a mini in hand.
And Sadie Boy, I think he spotted out Nerd Gaming here. Does have himself his SKS with the 8X. Nerd Gaming I think he's already taken a peek a couple of times. Sadie Boy seems to be aware of his general location right there, but and they are full force strong in that compound.
Yeah. Oh, Danny S now taking more shots from Steve's dad and co. Steve's dad, however, the captain's gone down. There we go, Danny S. Do you spot
and he's getting
that?
shot. Danny S, nice shot.
Beautiful shot onto Mitoma at 143v2. That was a clean headshot. Took his time on that. Didn't really hesitate. And there we go, gonna adrenaline syringe himself and ready for another peek. Split Anurag there in the distance, taking some shots at team number 4.
Yeah, I think they've already lost 3 players.
Oh,
He just hits and he gets cleaned up as well.
Nerd Gaming getting a knock onto Grimo, the fight that we were just watching right now. Alright, Grimo's gonna get picked up. Alright, so this fight here is still a 4v3. Still the compound's fairly in, so they can work with that. However, the circle seems to have moved back in the middle of nowhere. Oh, there we go. Papi AMF is going to get taken down by God of War. So it's just an exchange of knocks. 1 knock each on Papi AMF and Grimo, and meanwhile,
Danny S also gets knocked on the far side, and a second knock comes in onto Hunter's Corp, squad number 10. They do move themselves 2 players into the warehouse here. They drop the smokes in and they're going to go for the res. Squad, I think that's squad 14 who is up and close. Yeah, Diktar, DJ and others. They're not really pushing into this location just yet though. They've got themselves a UAZ and eventually, yeah, there they come. But I think they should have the reses out. There is Legend Gaming. Also watching this, they try straight into Legend Gaming. He almost lines them all up with the AUG, pushes one onto the right side. He instantly gets taken out. That was unfortunate, but he manages to get 2 though. And there are players coming in for the flush. DJ is all alone. Can he take Danny S down? Yes, he can. But there is another player pushing in from behind. Eon, can he find the second? Nope. It is the squad wipe. Squad number 14, Steve's dad. They do get them. Wait, that's Steve's dad, right? Squad 14.
Oh my god, look at Nerd Gaming. Your Nerd Gaming versus Certain Gaming. Grimo gets taken down by. Actually, Grimo gets stolen by Certain Gaming, and official Miokin's going to take out God at War. He's going to knock him. Is God at War safe? Nope. Miokin is going to flush that. Sadie Boy now taken down. Nightmare 2K has jumped to that. Sadie is actually on a rock far away from the rest of his team. Yep, he's just going to leave. I don't think he's going to get Nightmare, but Nightmare's going to get a free res onto him. Split Anurag here, still doing a whole lot of work. They left AMF.
And SR10, his squad's getting shot at long range as well. I think one of their teammates, Nightmare 2K in fact, gets knocked, but lucky for them.
There's another fight going on here between Danny S's squad. Hunter.
Oh, they're already getting pushed here again.
Yeah, they're getting pushed again. There we go. Hunter is gonna spray transfer. Not enough. Eon shooting at Psycho at the edge of the zone. Gets that 3x spray going, but nope. Has no clue that Akshu had moved behind him. So that's gonna be Circle Gaming wiping out Danny S's team, and Psycho I think is just about in the zone, which means he's gonna get a res as well. Beautiful play.
Those were players who were coming very late into the zone, by the way.
This level 3 I think possibly helped him out. He has a level 3 like full set of gear. Now Blaze Gaming, the circle favoring.
Sadie gets knocked by one of the players from Certain Gaming. And they're taking shots up against squad number 6
think he's
Nerd
out.
Gaming as well, who's across the street.
Sadi is out because Papi AMF is stuck here with the rest of Nerd Gaming squad. Certain's also. But look at what's happening here. I want to keep an eye out on Justfire. There you go. He's got the arm. Beautiful shot. Lines up Split Anurag in the head. Does he catch our last ninja? Nope, he doesn't. But guess what? There's a small, tiny gap below the petrol bunk that he's shooting.
Yeah,
right
he
now.
can still hit that shot though. I've seen players make that. And unfortunately, it's a decision that he needs to take here. Do you waste arm bullets trying for that? I think at this situation,
Oh, there
it's
we go.
totally worth
Anurag
it.
actually found that the gap we were talking about.
Yeah,
He
and there's
knocked
Kibzu
him out
looking for the
again.
flush as well.
RRG7 making sure the edge is completely free. So even though Anurag had the compound, they're still playing kind of reckless. Right? They have the highest ground in the game right now, but they're still playing super reckless. Papi AMF 1v4, he's taking a fight against Nerd Gaming in that compound still.
Yeah,
and
he's actually
pushing.
running up, but he's getting shot from the side from the other squad. He's getting third-partied in. Ratch is live inside the building. I think he's going to take a moment to heal up, and that
But
is
guess
going to
what?
buy time.
Yeah, he's going to actually gatekeep them. You see what's happening?
Ooh, yeah, and as soon as they get into
Oh,
the
no,
vehicles,
no,
they
no,
also
no.
get slaughtered. They get off worst possible time. Oh, he
Oh
manages to
my
get that. He